would normally say American Greed guy should be like over here, you know, Ponzi scheme. I don't know.
Who said Ponzi scheme?
You look like a Ponzi scheme.
That's awful.
She looked like a baby. So I think she probably did the least time. So I think you should.
Yeah, I would think her too.
Yeah, like you just took your braces off last week.
And then I think he did the most time, in my opinion.
I think so too.
Mob boss vibes. Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I agree.
And I would put you in the middle somewhere.
Like you was a second. You've been locked up since you was 12. I don't mean to judge you, but I think you over there, bro. Man.
I feel like I should at least switch with you.
I think she should be at the end. 'Cause I think she's just trying to trick her spot.
I kind of think you should be at the end. I have a feeling. I'm not sure why. I would switch you two.
I don't know. I don't know.
You projecting?
Projecting? No, I feel like you just trying to switch your spot.
Maybe.
Yeah, yes, definitely. I would switch you guys. Yes, I would.
I think me and him should switch.
I'll go back over here then. I'll go back over here.
I think we're off by a lot. I mean, we can't really tell.
I don't know. This dude might have done a stretch the way he talking.
This one?
Yeah,
He doesn't give me criminal vibes.
Man,
you know?
on like some other mafia type.
But he ain't got enough tattoos for that.
I don't know what he's hiding underneath that long sleeve.
Exactly.
Right, because they be on their
Roll your
back.
sleeves up.
Most of the tattoos on their back. No stereotype, but most of the, Asian culture tattoos be on their back.
I feel like maybe me and her need to switch. Because she talking like she been around.
Probably so. Is that a yard tattoo?
First of all, no.
Did anyone do, was it federal or state time?
State.
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 What about you?
Federal time.
Oh yeah, I know you got time.
White collar. White collar crime.
I know you did some time.
American Greed.
How long we been out?
Right. Oh, that's a good question.
14 years.
14, wow.
My daughter's 13, I'm 12, so 12 years.
10 years?
I've been out 2 years.
7.
6.
All right, I want to know what time you guys wake up every morning.
7.
5:30.
6 o'clock.
Between 4:30, 5 o'clock.
You guys are early.
How about you?
At 10 every day.
10 o'clock.
10.
10.
There's no time to wake us up doing there though.
I want to move you down here though.
I'm cool with that.
Oh, you're in the right spot.
Yeah, put you right
Wake up
here.
at 7?
I wake up at 6.
Didn't he say 7?
No, 6.
I'm not alone.
Yeah.
You say you just got out 2 years ago.
Yeah,
huh?
2 years ago.
How old are you?
32.
32. Yeah, you probably should be right here.
He really wants to get out of that spot.
What was your biggest pet peeve inside?
Snitches.
New prisoners running to staff and not understanding that maybe out here you go to law enforcement, but it's not the best move while in custody. And
Exactly.
Since I'm the only girlfriend drama, it was crazy.
I can see that.
I've seen some stuff.
I can see that.
I mean, we got to work out every day. It's mandatory, so
Yeah,
some people like to slack off, and I didn't like that. Yeah, you need everybody to be on top shape, you know what I mean? Because at any second, anything could go down.
For me, I didn't do any drugs or anything like that, but being able to go to exercise and run, that was that was better than any drug that I could take. That was
We know you didn't do drugs.
Yeah, you know.
It was
We
a
can
hell of a
see that.
release. You know what the CRT is, right?
The tactical team?
Yeah, you already know.
Yeah, if they can get that.
Yeah, so like what was that for you guys is like especially your first time experiencing that, and when you know they're coming for your cell or your dorm particularly.
For me, it's like, man, I just don't want to go through just cleaning up everything again. You have food still there, like the waters, the juices, whatever, and you just gotta clean up. So
So if cleanup was your biggest concern, I feel like you're in the right spot. I was contraband queen, so I'm gonna go to solitary for sure.
Yeah.
So you should move. I don't
I
know.
still think I should still.
Yeah.
You here, scooch down.
Yeah.
The guards are probably the biggest assholes, bigger than they are on the streets.
The sheriffs, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Most definitely.
I remember one time, I was on lockdown. I was in what they call the hole. So we were supposed to get a shower at least once a day. I remember they came, and we hadn't had showers for like 3-4 days. My cellie next door, they took him first. He was gone for about 3 hours. It don't take that long to take a shower. So when he finally came back, we asked him, man, why you was gone so long? He said, man, do not go take a shower. They left me in there for 3 hours, sitting on that cold ass bench, naked, and he's bamming on the door like, let me out, let me out. And they open the door, they say, if you knock on this door one more time, we're gonna come in there and f you up.
Yeah, man, they're on the
They did that to me
trip.
too. I was standing in the shower
and
for
they
hours.
meant it, and he knew they meant it, you know. And the prison guards really mistreat you. They want to make sure to tear you down in front of the others.
How much solitary time has everyone served?
I went in the hole for 60 days straight.
The most at one time for me is 90.
I never went to the hole, unfortunately.
No, I was on my best behavior. I was trying to get out.
We
Her should be in the middle.
I think she definitely should be at least here.
I think you should be next to me.
I feel like you should.
Yeah, I do too.
Yeah, you seem like you
y'all
just
two
been
need to switch.
thugging since been thugging.
Yeah, I've been in and out a lot. The system has been good to me, you know?
The system has been good to me. Red flag.
Yeah, speaking of, does everyone feel like the prison system is adequate in reforming?
You look, is prison working? The statistics are so clear about how many people go in, go out, and then go right back in. So recidivism rates in this country are atrocious. You hit the other side and you're not ready, and then you have this whole problems of banking and housing and employment. It's easier in some cases to just go back. The re-entry, the training must begin in prison to help people in custody prepare for the hardest part, which is coming home with a sullied reputation and a felony record.
I think the programs that they offer helps a lot, but like I think we can all agree on this, that it's on the person, on the individual, if they want to get something from that.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people go in there and they just go through the motions and they'll complete the program, but as soon as they get out, it's right back to the whatever put them in there the first time. Being an African-American male and being raised in what they call the hood, South Central LA, you're bound to go down that bad road.
Anger helped me break the cycle of going back and using drugs and all the stuff that I did. I was mad. I was really pissed off that I was treated horribly and chained to a bed for 2 days after I gave birth to my first daughter. Right. I used that as motivation to never go back and completely retire and be a mom. I was going to talk about it and share my story and let people know just how bad it is. I was in facilities that didn't want to give women tampons, and I was not believed about pain. It is a very dehumanizing thing, and some of it is very petty. They do it because they can.
Let me ask you guys this. This is a good question. Like sometimes you can get just the little things in prison made you have, like you had some sense of humanity. Just like being able to wear your own shoes. To me, that was a big plus from being in the county.
Yeah.
Where you were so restricted to not really being able to do none of that.
Yeah, I mean, one thing for me, like the visits, I really enjoy seeing my family. So in prison, you could hug them, you could see them, eat with them. Whereas in county, it's like through the glass, and you're like, man, only 20 minutes or even 15 for some places.
I think you should come back over here.
Yeah,
you should back over here. I feel like you guys are worse than me. You know, the good thing about doing time is that your traffic tickets go away. You sign a form and they all go. And
I think you need to come over here. I think
that must be some LA stuff. I know you still got your same problem.
I think you should come down and scooch down.
You're going to switch? Are you okay with that? All right.
And I think for me, the opportunities were there to take the classes, to better yourself. But as far as like the treatment goes, no, because like the officers, they're very indifferent. So they don't treat you like a human being. You can't really have a conversation with them or any staff. They look at you as less than. So I felt very dehumanized.
That's the whole point. The whole point of it.
Okay, y'all should switch. You two.
I feel like you should be over here.
I think you did more time than me.
You know, I really finessed the situation when I was in there. I know how to work a person. You know what I'm saying? My favorite subject is psychology.
See, everyone serves time differently. I didn't do any finessing. I was stunned at how many people didn't do their job.
It seemed like you shouldn't even been in prison.
Thank you.
It seemed like you got caught in a family scheme, and then they threw you under the bus.
Pyramid.
Like
Thank you.
That's what it was. Your family caught you up because you just too polished. I can tell. I think my man should be right here, cause he been talking about some in and out.
I know he did more time.
And he don't work at he don't work
in and out in the prison.
You hear me? He wasn't talking about the burger place when he say in and out.
I would normally say American Greed guy should be like over here, like, you know, Ponzi scheme. I don't know.
Yeah, 85%.
Yeah, you're gonna do most
So you
of the
want him
time.
to switch?
Yeah, because I mean, the Ponzi schemes, they do
minimum 85%.
Who said Ponzi scheme?
I
You
mean,
look like a Ponzi scheme.
That's awful.
Judging you by your
offended. We were
appearance.
doing so well.
Judging you by your appearance.
Everyone is
I
just
feel like even in and out.
Everybody's just, but it never
Everyone
fails.
is just presumed. You
It
did that. I don't know why.
It never fails. Like it never fails. I'm always. If nothing else, just like he said, think about it.
Is this the final verdict right here?
Fed time.
85%.
Fed time. You're going to do 80% or more.
I don't think you're number one.
No, I don't think I am either.
I would actually maybe switch you two.
I would too, yeah. I think,
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I like that.
Your time.
I agree with that.
6th spot, we have Mario.
I told you.
I knew it.
Wow.
I knew it.
Told you.
8 months? Are you serious?
In the 5th spot, we have Nick at 1 year. In the 4th spot, we have Justin T at 1 year and 23 days.
In the fans.
Wow. They gave
You should be happy for me. It could have been worse.
Yeah, I am happy for you, for real. Congratulations.
Thank you.
In the 3rd spot, we have Tyrone at 3 years.
Okay. Oh, don't tell me you the badass.
I'm not, though.
In the 2nd spot, we have Jessica at 5 years.
Years, wow.
Really, huh? Let me find out it was a nail
He was
salon
messing with us the whole
Nail
time.
salon schemes.
In the 1st spot, Justin C at 14 years.
Damn, my boy.
Wow.
Whoa.
I just didn't get that vibe from him.
I feel like I don't carry myself in a way where I'm like tough guy.
You don't even look that old.
Thank you.
All right, so I was on probation for sales, and then I got caught with weed again. You see, back in the days, weed was, you'll get it from somebody's house, you know, or a corner. But now you got shops everywhere, so I got locked up for marijuana, like plain and simple.
I was a drug dealer. I was transporting narcotics across state lines. Look and behold, I was a part of a sting operation. Didn't know it. They were surveilling me for like 3 days. I pled guilty to 18 months because it was my first charge. I was in a racist state, and my judge clearly looked at me and told me, I'm going to make an example out of you, so I'm going to send you to prison.
So I pled guilty to a white-collar crime, 1 count of conspiracy to commit fraud. I was a money manager in Century City at Bear Stearns and then UBS. And many years into my career, our team learned that a client of ours who managed a hedge fund was lying to his investors. Once we learned that he was lying, rather than stop the fraud, we turned the other way, in part because he was paying our company $100,000 a month, every single month, and all of us had grown somewhat addicted to the commissions. Of course, I always knew that it was wrong, and I was certainly deserved to be held accountable.
My conviction was robbery and possession of stolen property. Because I was in gangs. I was a Crip, originally sentenced to 7. I had a good PD, public defender, that was like, you would think that she was a paid attorney, the way she fought for me, and ended up doing 3.5.
My convictions are possession with intent, delivery of meth, and simultaneous possession of drugs and a firearm. And I was sentenced to 5 years in Arkansas, but I also served some other time because I was a drug addict, so I have criminal sales of a controlled substance and assault as well.
So I went in for first-degree murder, attempted murder, gang-related drive-by shooting. Something that I'm very remorseful for. Because I was born in Korea, I'm still dealing with the collateral consequences of it, that I am facing deportation, that I could literally be deported any day. So right now I am pardoning or campaigning for my pardon with the governor of California. I do believe that I was rightly sentenced to 82 years to life. My sentence was commuted by Governor Brown to 15 years to life based on my good behavior. I went in young, I turned away from the gangs, got my GED, my college degrees. So I'm just trying to create a different narrative, and that's the reason why I came on here, because people do change. People are not the horrible choice they made as a teenager.
I'm so happy.
How old were you when you were sentenced?
I was 16.
Good story.
You see, like, this goes to show a lot. Like, if I see any one of you guys on the street, maybe I'll think I'm the bad one. But
I would think it was you.
You know,
Then maybe
But I say, you carry yourself, you got your baby with you.
I would think he's
yeah.
a lot of times I do sense the fear in people when I'm next to them. But a lot of people that have done like some of the worst crimes don't look like me.
No, don't judge no one, for real.
I think anyone that's been to prison has to work to try to change that narrative, or else everyone in this room is going to set the narrative of how you perceive people who went to prison.
That's what we're all here for, just to learn from our mistakes and become better than what we were yesterday.